Hello everybody. Are you ready for another week of ideas using some DSP pattern paper, whatever you want to call it, that's retiring? This week, Vicki and I are focusing on the glorious Gingham DSP. And this has gorgeous colors. I love Gingham anyway, but it's got berry burst, blueberry bushel, lemon lime twist, pecan pie, and pretty peacock. So we're focusing on a different color for each of our videos. Today, I am focusing on the pretty peacock. Wanted to make sure. So my card's going to use the pretty peacock paper. All right. I am using, like I said, pretty peacock, and I'm pairing it with Moody Mauve. So I have my Moody Mauve stamp or marker. I'm using Irresistible Blooms, and I'm using the smaller flower and the smaller leaf. All right. For my supplies, I am also using Irresistible Blooms. I have the two dies to cut out the two images, and then I've also got this one, and this was cut with a scrap of white. I went ahead and did that ahead of time. And I'm going to use some of the in color dots, the Moody Mauve ones, on my card. So you're going to need let me go the other way, because then I can put it down here and you guys can see what it looks like. So my card base is white, and it's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. I have a piece of pretty peacock that's 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. I have a piece of peacock that is 2.5 by 3.5. I have a scrap to stamp on, and then I had my scrap that I've already die cut. So take your picture, pause the video, take your picture, and stamp along with me. A scrap. I looked at the scrap. So let's get started. I'm going to move all of this out of the way. All right, and I'm going to start with my scrap. And I'm going to take my flower, and this is a scrap of white, and my Moody Mauve marker, and I'm going to color in my image. Now, this is a great way to use your markers if you don't have the stamp pad, and I don't. All right, so I've got that. Isn't that a pretty color? Then I'm going to take my pretty peacock pad, and I'm going to stamp some leaves. I'm going to stamp 2. I don't know if I'll need 2. All right, I'm checking it to make sure. There's 1. Ooh, I may not get the second one on there. Yes, I will, right there. All right, so there's that. I think my pad is messed up, so I might need to do something with that. Might need to use my marker. All right, now I'm going to take and die cut all my pieces. Okay, I've got my pieces cut. I left this one in there, but I'm going to take it out now. I am going to be doing some deconstructing of this because I want to use a part of it. So I will be cutting it apart. And I never know. All right, let's see if I can get it off. This is very, very delicate, so I'm very careful with it. It's very easy to separate. And I don't know if I'm going to use this side or this side. So to make it easy, I'm going to take, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut this apart here. I'm going to follow that. So I have that piece. And then I'm going to cut this piece off here because it looks kind of funny. And that way I'm ready to use whichever side I want. All right, so I've got my pieces there. I'm going to take my 2 pieces of cardstock and matching paper, and I'm going to put them down together. And I was panicked there for a minute. I thought I had used the wrong, put the glue on the wrong side, but I didn't. This is the one I want to use. All right, now I need my card base. All right, so let me call up my card, get my card base here. I'm trying to, there it is. I was like, where's my sketch that I'm using? I couldn't find it. I'm gonna fold my card base in half. And I'm gonna add this piece down in the corner, the lower right-hand corner, like so. All right, I'm trying to do equal spacing on the bottom and the side. All right, this piece is going to go over here, and I think I'm going to use the bigger one. I think it would look better. I think this is just too small. So I'll save that for another project. So what I'm going to take and do is I'm going to cut it off like so. Oh my, they all came apart. Guess I'll be putting it down. Interesting. Okay, guess I won't be. All right. Now, was that? I guess it really doesn't matter because then I can put it down the way I want. So I'm going to flip these all over so that I have the back side up. So I can add my glue, and I'm going to add the glue on the dots because then I know I'll have it down. I'm trying to add little dots, but it doesn't always work. All right, I'm going to put this one down at the bottom like so. All right, I'm going to add this one next, but before I do, I want to cut this end off. It looks kind of funky. All right. Ooh. Did I add glue? No, I didn't. Okay. That was good. I thought I had added glue. All right, now I'm going to add this piece next. And I'm going to put it in right about there. And I can cut that off if I need to. And then the last piece, nothing like having to readjust because you cut it apart by mistake. There. All right, now I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to trim these even with this panel, or as close as I can get. So there we go. Now it's time to add my flower, and I'm going to use my dimensionals to do that. Let's see, I have this one. Oops, that came off. There's that. And now I need my yucky scissors to cut a strip. Okay. I'm gonna add that one here and one here. And I haven't decided if I'm gonna put dimensionals on the back of those or if I'm just gonna use glue dots. So I'm kind of waiting and seeing what I like. All right, so I'm gonna put that here. All right. You know, I think I'm gonna put dimensionals on the tips. So that way they'll be stuck down and I don't have to worry about putting anything on the base of the leaf because the dimensionals will hold it in place. And that one went down in the wrong spot. There. All right, let me get the backs off again. All right, let's see. I've got the dimensional backing stuck to me. All right, I'm going to do that one there. And I think I'm going to do this one up under like so. All right, now to add our gems. And I chose to use the Moody Mauve ones because it'll pull that Moody Mauve in. Now, I did not emboss my background. You can if you want. All right, so let me see. All right, these are the ones that won't come off. So sometimes these little ones don't want to come off with the take your pick tool. So what I do is I just kind of bend the plastic and stick my pokey tool up underneath and then lift it off. Okay. And I think I'm going to leave it at the 3. So there's my first card using the Glorious Gingham pattern paper. I hope you check out Vicky's Facebook Live, or not Facebook Live, her YouTube channel. I've got her link below so that you can go over to her channel and see her video. I hope you enjoyed today's card, and you'll be back on Tuesday to see another idea. Have a great day. Bye.